Bam! We're live.
Bam.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
Matt, you might need to turn your mic down a tiny bit.
Or I'll just...
Or just
that.
step back a little bit.
Yeah, that works.
Closer.
Steph Curry 3,
Put
baby.
your mouth on it.
Yeah, what is that? Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yes.
Well, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Nothing. I'm here with my bros. I don't know what John's doing.
Oh, dudes.
Sarah Marshall thing.
What's up, Russell? How's it going at the Ferguson household? Here, there's some
Great
good.
one.
I heard there's some good turkey bacon going.
Oh, I thought it was frying.
Frying. Oh yeah, that's right. It's frying.
Yeah, Russell's doing it this year.
Oh, nice.
That's what I hear.
He's the chosen one.
Somebody's got to do it. Well, welcome to the movie podium, everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Well, hi.
Welcome. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for
But for
movies.
movies.
Hey, Buffett movies.
We also came up with a set of questions to ask ourselves as we watch this film, such as, is this a podium movie or a top 3 in the year of its respective release? Want to thank everybody this week who voted on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
We're very excited to get Step Brothers. Frying the Great, John. Get it right. Yeah, I think we were all okay with this result. All 4 movies were great options for a Will Ferrell movie, but I think this one won for good reasons. It's
Yeah,
one
there's a notable one that was left out, but I'll just hold off until that.
Oh, all right.
Are you talking about semi-pro?
We'll find out.
I'm
Blades
getting a
of
semi
Glory.
just thinking about it.
Blades of Glory, yes, please.
Well, this is one of our favorite Will Ferrell movies, and without further ado, we present our next movie.
Can we turn our beds into bunk beds? It'll give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
You're adults. You can do what you want.
This is the funnest night ever. Hey, I never asked you.
Yeah.
You like guacamole?
I love that.
The lines are going to be so good. There were like
Oh, there's
5
some-
lines in that
Oh, yeah.
little clip. It's,
You like
Jesus.
guacamole?
That's the first, like, this time I watched it was the first time I noticed that, did you, like, the fact that he says, like, do you like guacamole? And then jumps in and he thinks he's dead.
Well, before we go, let's cheers. Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Oh, cheers.
Happy
Cheers.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Yes.
Thanksgiving,
Happy early
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
All right.
No foam this time, Matt?
That's
No foam. Pouring it live. All right. Well, before we get into the episode, we got to thank everyone checking us out live and all our Patreon supporters. We keep growing, and it's awesome. Thanks to Seth or Sethers, who has just joined the Army. Thanks, guys.
The army.
In the Army.
We're building an
we're-
army.
Guys, if we're anything, we're the Navy. Come on.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the U.S. Army. No Seth.
So I thought about the
John's in the
Army
clouds,
and
all
said,
right.
"Dad, you're
We're doing
fucking
good.
high."
We have more of like a platoon here.
Johnny, we're the Navy, bro.
Chair
It's the
board.
Navy.
You can also
You're the 17s
go to
in the Navy.
themoviepodium.net where you can get cool shirts or koozies if you got them.
Koozies, baby.
Flaunt them if you got them.
Oh, shit. I never
Show those
used them.
babies off.
Fuck if you got 'em.
Oh, yeah. All
I
right.
should probably put that in there.
Well, I'm your host, Matt Scott. I'm here with my dudes, Eric.
But for movies. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Daniel,
Thank you.
Team Nighthawk.
Ayo.
Cooking with Kevin.
Hey, that's me.
Best cook in the land.
Oh, yeah.
Cooking with Kevin.
And we got John, who's always in the clouds. Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
We should call John Apple. Because he's
Why?
in the clouds. Get it?
Oh, that was such a
Oh,
terrible
because
joke.
like Apple, like computers,
iCloud, yeah.
iCloud. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, cloud
The- the-
storage.
The John Cloud.
The John
Yeah.
Cloud.
I could use some storage in my brain.
I'm wearing my Miami shirt. You remember this shirt, man?
Oh yeah, it's a
This
beautiful
is a shirt
shirt.
my mom bought me. Miami.
Beautiful shirt.
Nice.
It's pronounced Miami.
Miami, Miami.
Nice purchase, Jenny. Thank you for that.
Beautiful. All right, well, let's get into some random ass facts. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yup.
Let's do it.
First,
Ooh.
this got a 6.9 or a minus 0.1 Thor. So lower than Thor.
Lower
Just
than-
under.
Yeah, it's a raunchy comedy. They never score well with critics.
I know.
I think
but-
it's got the perfect score for this movie.
It's a nice score.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Great score.
It is a good score. But I just feel like it's more enjoyable than most raunchy comedies. Like
Oh, yeah.
I could see it getting a 7.2. You know what I mean? Like close.
Yeah.
We're close.
It should
We're just
definitely be a
little low.
Thor. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
over Thor, maybe.
Yeah, that's what yeah, I'm not saying a 10 or
It's
a
like the
9.
pinnacle of a raunchy comedy. I agree.
Yeah, which deserves in the 7s.
Yeah.
Thor is not better than this movie.
No.
And if you're watching out there or later, you can fight me if you want. But Thor is not better than this movie.
No.
Yeah, just DM Dave on Instagram, and
Yeah.
he'll give you Kevin's phone number.
And then Kevin will call me
Yeah,
and tell me to look at the comments, and then we can fight it out there.
We got somebody to throw down with you, Eric.
I'll be right there.
Tell me when and where.
All right, first random fact. Richard Jenkins, who's the dad in this, drove a linen truck for work when he was younger. The boss of that linen company, this is a true story, John C. Reilly's father. This is before he was acting.
What?
As such,
funny.
when Reilly was about 6 years old, he met Jenkins. Obviously, he plays his dad later, way later in life.
That's
Where
That's crazy.
where did they live?
In Illinois somewhere.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
even crazy. I was gonna say if
Somewhere.
it's L.A., like, oh yeah, you might run into people, but
That's
Illinois,
nuts, right?
that's
6
wild.
years old when he met him. The next one is the bully in Step Brothers is named Chris Gardocki. For any of the sports fans here, will recognize that name, I hope. Kevin, Daniel played for our teams. He was a longtime punter in the NFL, played for the Browns,
Oh,
the
God.
Steelers, and the Bears, funny
Yeah.
enough.
Really? What time frame?
I
is
was
that?
going to guess hockey with that.
Early 2000s. I think he
Yeah.
was the first punter for the Browns when
before
they
you
came
watch
back.
football, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. I remember him.
It was before our OU boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Before your awakening.
His most famous moment in the NFL was when he flipped off the Steelers because Joey Porter drilled him. If you maybe Daniel might remember that. Joey Porter drilled him way after the play. Like it was unnecessary by a mile. Like he punted, play started happening. Joey Porter comes up and just drills him. Gardocki gets off the field and flips him off, the Steelers off, and a couple years later ends up playing for the Steelers.
Hey, guys.
Browns football, baby.
Intentionally, but back to the original part of that. Intentionally, the bully was named Chris Gardocki for that reason, for being a football player. It was just a random.
One of the
Random
writers,
fact.
one of the
Yeah.
writers remembered the name Chris Gardocki and was like, "That'd be a cool bully name."
Yeah,
I'm gonna
literally,
name him
that's
after
it.
a
They
punter.
seriously picked it out.
It is a pretty good bully name.
Yeah, for sure. I got two more. While it was Will Ferrell singing and John C. Reilly drumming, that actually happened. Adam Scott was not singing in this movie and was lip syncing. Apparently, he is a horrible singer, took lessons, and he's lip synced in multiple movies and shows. Like, I kind of thought it sounded like him, but apparently it's not him at all. And he
No.
fixed
Makes that
it.
car seat even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes. That's hilarious.
And then another related story to that is John C. Reilly's brother growing up had a band called Shark Fighter, which is a pretty badass name.
That is an awesome name.
With John C. Reilly was actually the lead singer at that time. His
Nice.
brother played drums and would not allow John C. Reilly to play his own drums. So he
That's
grew
funny.
up with that exact scenario, which is probably where they got that from. And John C. Reilly said after,
That's
like,
hilarious.
when my brother was gone, I would play his drums. But as Kevin would know, you can kind of tell when someone plays your drums.
I can
right?
do that. I said the same thing to my little brother.
That's hilarious.
Why are you all sweaty?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
was a
stop
little
after that.
better in that situation because Russell had a drum set in his attic, and I wasn't supposed to go into his room when he wasn't there, but I sure did. He had the 64 up there, and he had a drum set up there.
Oh
like,
yeah. I mean, you can't.
yeah.
Is that a
I gotta go
confession?
up and play some Goldeneye.
The attic was the crown jewel. The oldest kid always got that room. and
Yeah.
It was one of the sickest hangouts.
Yeah, once you moved out for college or whatever, the next Ferguson took over.
I feel like we'd come back to hang out in the basement and we're like, damn, Alice has got the attic.
Yeah. And then we went and saw Step Brothers. Last one that I have was, I just thought this was insane. The first version of this movie was somehow filmed at 5 hours. For real.
That doesn't surprise me.
They
Yeah.
filmed 5 hours worth, Daniel.
It does. It really doesn't surprise me because I was watching an interview with Adam Scott, and he was talking about how they would shoot, like they had a script, they would shoot a couple of takes until they liked it with what was in the script, and then they just, improv
Yeah.
for probably hours, knowing those guys.
And you can kind of tell in some scenes because I feel like the wheels are turning when they're like in their line. Like John C. Reilly especially will hesitate and then he'll say something and you're like, oh, he was thinking what he was going to say there.
And
It
lots
was
of times
great.
it's the funniest shit you've ever heard, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's awesome. He's
this-
like, yeah, it's like a real conversation.
There's no way a lot of that can be scripted. Like a
No.
writer did not write that.
No. Obviously, they somehow cut it from 5 hours to a crisp 98 minutes. Thank you. We like that here at the movie
It does.
podium.
It zooms. This
It
movie
does
zooms.
zoom.
Yeah, it does.
Anybody have any other ones before we get to the questions?
Yeah, I had a random one that the drum set in the movie is actually John C. Reilly's drum set. And
Nice.
Okay.
I read that he originally
Maybe it's his brothers.
he originally learned how to. He actually tried to learn how to play drums for his role in Georgia, which is a 1995 movie. I've never seen it, but he plays drums in a backing band. He's not a lead role at all in that movie.
Oh, okay.
But on top of that, I might have to have my first top 5.
Oh my gosh. We don't have.
Just play
We
Kevin
don't-
with Kevin.
Cooking with
Top 5 with Kevin.
There
it is.
All right.
It's not very intriguing, other than maybe with Eric.
Wow, come on, Kevin. You can't do that. You can't say. You can't say. Well, it's
Be
not
the best
very
top
good.
5 ever.
But it's
Come on.
the best 5 drum set brands I've ever played.
Ooh, okay, okay.
All right.
I'm
So-
down for this.
So sorry, D Drum or SJC. I believe D Drum is a subsidy of that. But anyways, they did not make the list. And it's a D Drum and then okay. Number 5. Some people might be angry. Popular brand. A lot of people love them. Ludwig.
Oh,
Okay.
Bye.
They're solid drum sound. I've played a few of them, and again, these are ones I've actually personally played on different styles of the set. But I've never really like bonded with one. I didn't play one and wanted to buy one or own one. But they're solid.
Bond.
Okay. Number 5.
No bond.
Yeah, that was my number 5. Number 4 is CNC, and it's number 4
Oh, man.
because I've only played one set, and they're handcrafted drums that are made by the person that orders the drums. But
They were.
They were. When I played it, and I haven't played one since, but I've only played one set, and they were fantastic sets.
Nice.
And I
that's
would never
number
change
4.
anything on that set that I played.
That's a strong number 4.
that is
number
a strong number 4.
Number 3, I'm going tried and true from my first set was by this brand. It's Pearl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man,
baby.
I thought that was going to be earlier in the top 5, but that's good. Okay.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, I had an export series. Was my first set over 25 years ago. I've played multiple sets, including their Master Series, just different times. They're great up and down, just workhorses wherever you play them.
I got me a Pearl.
He does.
Yeah, you do. And then number 2, actually, I believe Eric still owns one, which is a Gretsch.
Yes, I do.
And it's actually
They
the
make
only
drums.
Yeah, they make drums.
They make drums, and it's actually the first brand I've ever played with a birch. I've also played their maples. I've also played a mix where they have a birch maple wrap. And if I were to ever buy something else other than my number 1, I would probably go with Gretsch.
Nice.
And then my
Solid
number
choice.
1, yeah, number
What
1.
is it? What is it, Kevin?
No surprise here. DW.
Oh, DW.
It's what I've played for the last 20 years, and I have no reason to buy another set on anything else. It's my personal favorite. Great drum tone, and I recommend it for anybody who actually wants to do it. But I will say, Pearl has the best hardware out of anything I've listed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's my top 5.
All right. Wow, that was annoying. All right. Ready for some questions?
Niche, but I love it.
Yeah.
Very.
All right. Now I've got a top 5.
Oh my gosh!
Out of nowhere.
Out of left field, Daniel comes in.
My top 5 is top 5 comedic actor runs.
Oh. all
Oh,
right.
okay.
I did 30 minutes of research for this
Hard work.
top 5. I paused Step Brothers and did some research.
This might be the most research you've done for one of these episodes.
You really go deep.
150%. So outside looking in,
Oh.
I have Eddie Murphy, 1982 to 1984. He had 48 Hours, Trading Places, and Beverly Hills Cop.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Solid.
That's solid.
Great.
Trading Places is one of my favorites.
I do like that one.
So number 5, we have Steve Martin, 1986 to 1987. He had Three Amigos, Little Shop of Horrors, Roxanne, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Wow. All
Dang.
that year?
That was
2
within
years.
that.
2 years.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, that's not a very long run. But
I know.
a
That's what I'm like.
potent run.
Yeah.
Dang.
He got it in.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Number 4, I have Mike Myers, 1997 to 2002.
Okay.
You have Austin Powers 2, Shrek, and Austin Powers 3. That's a solid
That is.
lineup. That is those first 2 Austin Powers movies are really good. The third one is still pretty good. It's not as good, but it's pretty good.
When did
You could
Shrek
even
is like an all-time animated movie.
Oh yeah,
you could add a couple years before that and add Wayne's World 1 and 2 in there.
Yeah,
It'd be a long time.
I was just going to say that.
I looked at it. Wayne's World is like 80,
92.
like 90 and 91.
Okay,
Okay,
I was thinking
okay.
93, but
Or
okay.
91 and 91, something like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be like this whole
you can't
decade
dilute it.
and
Yeah.
he has 5 movies or whatever.
Sure.
Number 3 is Will Ferrell, 2006 to 2008. You have Talladega Nights, Stranger Than Fiction, Semi-Pro, and Step Brothers.
Pretty good run.
Yeah.
Pretty good run.
When did Anchorman come out?
04.
It was
Or earlier than? Okay.
Good. Old School was in that same time frame, was
No.
it?
Old School was like 2001, maybe 2002, and
Okay.
then Anchorman was
I
like
had
04.
my thing is like I didn't want to have these giant
Yeah.
spreads where there's lots of dead years.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's good.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
I was just asking because I thought it was closer
I'll help
together.
you out on the years.
Number 2 is Adam Sandler, 1995 to 1999.
Yes.
You have
Yes.
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy.
Good.
Oh
And
my
I'm not even a
gosh.
huge Wedding Singer guy, but I know that's like still a solid movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in my wheelhouse.
That's
Who is number 1?
Number 1 will surprise
Billy?
nobody when I say
Bill,
it.
Bill Murray.
Number 1 is Jim Carrey.
Oh,
1994 to 1998.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2, Liar Liar, The
When
Truman
Nature Calls.
Show.
Oh my gosh.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he got paid a lot
Oh
in those
yeah, he
years.
did.
Yeah.
He was the first $100 million or $10 million
Mhm.
actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
that's
like premieres of like it was like like red carpet premiere photos of like '95 or something.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey was all over the place.
Yeah, that was the year he did Dumb and Dumber,
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura,
And The Mask.
and The Mask.
The
I feel
Mask.
like
Wow.
All in one year.
again, I feel like Me, Myself, and Irene's got to be close in that time frame.
99, 2000.
Yeah,
We were in like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Definitely remember
but it's
that.
very close to that range.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, he had a great run there. And then it went like that.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Well, because I'd say Me, Myself, and Irene happened after that.
The Truman Show.
Truman Show's in that.
Yeah, he said that
Oh,
last
he
day.
did. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Truman Show's in that run.
Yeah.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is not for everyone, but I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
I think it's pretty good.
Comedy, I guess.
Uh,
I don't know if this was comedy.
He said
For the most
comedic
part.
Okay.
actors
actors.
runs.
runs.
Yeah.
And so, like, I included any movie they made, but
Sure.
hmm
Nice.
Yeah, like Stranger Than Fiction is
Romney.
funny, but
Well
kind
done.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah,
done, Daniel. Well
That
done.
was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice research. Appreciate the hard work.
I apologize. I was like thinking there were movies within that time frame, but they were just outside. But
Yeah. Ah, yeah. It's a
It
good
made for
question.
good discussion.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's do some questions. Y'all
Okay.
ready for this?
Ba-na-na-dun-dun-dun.
First question. Favorite thing about the movie? Let's kick it off with John. What do you got?
Basically indulging myself in the fantasy of never growing up. So it's like you get to see, like, all right, as a kid, you're like, when I grow up, I'm just gonna, do whatever I want and whatever, and then that's what they do on screen, and it's hilarious. They're getting up and having nachos for breakfast.
Can you imagine if we had these night vision goggles when we were 13? It's even better. We have them when we're 40.
I left pretty hard at that one this time.
Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
I said it's funny as hell, but I'm gonna just piggyback off John because he said it very eloquently.
Yeah. No, I agree. Kevin?
Just like it's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's so good.
yeah, I put also. I'm on that same boat there with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. Their chemistry on this, and they're 40-ish years old in this, and they portray 12-year-olds pretty much.
Yeah.
And they do it
that's fair.
successfully. It's not too cheesy. They really nail it of just
Yeah.
being childmen, man-childs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men children.
men, children.
I agree. I mean, there's such a fine balance between being too dumb and cheesy and finding the right place where this lands. And they do such a good job. Like, it's not dumb and cheesy, and it easily could be with
Yeah.
the way that it's structured, right? I mean, like you said, it's about two dudes playing dudes who act like kids.
Yeah, like it could be like
Sounds
Clifford.
really dumb.
Clifford's a great movie, but it's kind of similar where it's like an overgrown man-child, but this one's a little bit more down to
Oh, This hits
Earth a little bit. It hits
out
it
of the
well.
park. Yeah, for sure. Daniel?
Alrighty. So the best thing about this movie is the reason that I didn't want to see this movie in the first place. That's there. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to see that movie. It's just going to be John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell acting like 12-year-olds. I saw it with you guys because I didn't want to sit by myself on a Friday night. And it is John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell acting like children. And it is amazing. Because I have for this movie. I was absolutely wrong about this movie. And I saw it. and I was like, "Oh my god, this is a revelation."
Because
It's
Will
funny-
Ferrell
oh, go ahead.
humor can really get old real quick, and it doesn't in this
No,
movie.
that's true. I do agree, and also I think like when those movies happen where you're going into it and you're not looking forward to it or you have low expectations and then it does that to you, those are typically the ones that you end up loving a lot. I remember when we were kids and some people were really into Fight Club and
Daniel.
not this Daniel. And I did not want to see it because it was rubbed in my face. I'm like, oh, it's probably snobby or snooty or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I saw him like, oh, wow, that's
This is really
cool.
good.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shoot, I was
it.
wrong. Yeah,
What's
I mean,
funny is my Fight Club stuff I was the same way as you, Matt. I was like, I don't want to see that movie. Like, everyone's so pretentious about it. And then I saw it. And I was like, oh, that's great. And now, as I'm older, I'm like, that's kind of
yeah, fair.
So you and Matt,
That's
you might
fair.
remember.
Harry with Donnie Darko.
That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
I was gonna say Harry with Borat because
Borat,
he's like,
yes,
guys,
Borat.
this is hilarious, and we're like, we can't like it because he likes it, and it's one of my favorite movies.
It's mine too. You're right, John. That's the biggest one, I think. Donnie Darko and Borat,
Yeah,
for sure.
right.
Never liked Donnie Darko. Hot take. I don't know.
Yeah, I liked it, but
It's been a while.
But Borat,
since we've done it.
100%. We did not want to
It's
see
been a
that. And then, oh yeah, for me, my favorite thing about this movie is that I feel like every time I watch it, I find new parts to laugh at. It's so funny and it's so in depth that like every time I see it, I'm quoting a new line. Like the line that Daniel just dropped about. And now that we're 40, it's even better. Like I don't even know if I laughed at that, but this time like it really hit. There's just so many times it catches you off guard, and I don't think it loses any steam. Like a lot of comedies will hit you in the mouth at the beginning, but by the end it kind of drags. I feel like the end they do such a good job of like culminating all the storylines and being like, you know what, fuck it, they're just gonna be them. Like let's just let them be kids and go for it. And I just like that they don't lose steam with that, you know.
Well, what I think is great, Matt, to your point, is that like as soon as it starts to get a little bit like to the point where you're like, okay, how much further can they take this stepbrother thing? Then it's like they divorce, and then the kids become, Brennan and Dale become normal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you have that transformation, and then it gets them back to where they're going, and then it goes through and hits the climax and the conclusion.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some high praise for Daniel right now.
Well, see, my Amber's my sister-in-law, and she and my brother, when they first started dating, they quoted this movie at each other and said, "You have to call me Dragon."
Oh, we got another
Nice.
Another Nighthawk fan too. Lily's of course Nighthawk is better. Yeah, absolutely. I think I would go Nighthawk too.
Yeah.
I think it's close though. All right, next question. Least favorite thing about the movie. Back to you, Kevin.
I am going back to drums because there's no reason that any man should put their balls on a drum set. It's very inconsiderate. And there's also a fact on that one I forgot about that apparently there's the fake balls they
Yeah,
put
the
on.
prosthetic balls, yeah.
$10,000 to make, and Will Ferrell
saw
kept
that.
them.
I didn't see that.
$10,000?
That's crazy that he kept them.
Oh, I would keep those.
Man,
I feel like you could pay Will Ferrell $10,000. He would just put his real balls on that drum set.
yeah, that's a good point.
In that position, I'd be like, let me fall on the sword here, folks. I can save the production.
$10,000.
John would do it for like $5.
Yeah, I could
I
be
would do
Will
it because we
Ferrell's.
said, "Hey, John, put your balls on that."
Yeah, like what's $1.32 climbing up 4 stories? Yeah, what's a ball on the drum?
We need Will Ferrell's nutsack double in here.
You're the perfect cast. That's who I casted you as. No.
Oh, really?
For that reason, no.
Specifically, Will Ferrell's.
Daniel, if Russell found out that you did that to his drum set,
Little do you know. John, what was your least
Do
favorite?
that to
thing?
another man's drum set.
My least favorite is I know it's part of the plot, but that no one protects Brennan from his older brother Derek.
Oh, yeah.
That's really it. I'm like, oh God, but it all works out in the end.
I feel like I want to hug you, or I don't want to beat the shit out of you as much. Daniel, what about you?
That's actually really funny because Russell and I used to be like that, and now we eventually it became that point where we're like, do we kind of like each other?
I was more like that with my sister Vanessa, not my little brother.
Yeah. Well, I was the little brother, Kevin.
Yeah.
And he was always bigger than me and just beat the crap out of me. But for my worst, I have that this movie is not 12 hours long.
You just want it to keep going
You
and
wanted the
going.
Yeah,
and going.
5-hour cut.
I would watch that 5-hour cut.
That's awesome.
It's outtake after outtake after outtake.
Right.
And
Eric, what about
probably
you?
lose my mind the entire time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't have much. I'll just say like a couple of the jokes were a little bit of their time and too raunchy for me now, but that's it.
Yeah.
And like I'll let those go because I understand.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, some of those are not dated as well, for sure.
Yeah.
I said that I think there's a weird plot angle at the end where, so did they sell the house and get it back? Did she really live in that apartment? Because breaking a lease would be really expensive and not practical.
Yeah.
And how long did it take to install that boat in the backyard? Those are just my questions.
They spent all the money they were going to do sailing around the
Oh,
world to put it back there.
But how long did that take?
If you're gonna retire and sail around the world, I don't think you have to worry about breaking a lease on an apartment.
Fair.
True.
I was just wondering because I'm like, okay, so they get back together. Oh, they didn't sell the house apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a few loose ends at the end of that. Like, I wondered
There's some funny.
what was the status of the parents at the end? Because it's like,
Oh, they were together.
yeah. And also the brother and wife who's still having sex with Dale. Like, I kind of wondered about that.
Yeah.
Oh, when he runs away from her.
Look a whale.
Oh, that's so good. All right, next category. Who won this movie? I'll go first. I said Mr. Doback, or Dale's dad. He got the amazing woman that he almost lost. He came to terms with his own dreams and did not end up sailing around the world, and also realized what makes him happy in the long term, which is seeing his less intelligent son still hang around. And he came to terms with that. And he seemed pretty happy when he just said, hey, you go do you, and he was satisfied with that. That was cool to see his full turn.
I'm going to quote that from you.
He let his son keep his dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
going to quote that from you when Cohen's still living at home. You're like, I can't get rid of him.
No, it's going to be Miles.
That's true. Yeah. Listen, everyone rags on Miles, but Miles is fucking awesome.
No, Miles rules, but
He
Miles
punches
is
hard.
just going to be like, hey, Dad, you want to crack a brewski, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Someone's going to be like, look, I I'm an engineer too, Dad.
Something like
And then
that.
Miles was gonna walk in and crack a beer and be like, Dad, watch it.
I hope there's a stark difference like that.
Miles is going to be like, can I go see Drunkle Kevin? I want to hang out with him.
Oh my god.
We're men. We shit with the door open.
Yeah, one of them definitely does that still. Daniel, you were raising your hand. Who won the movie for you?
I said audiences everywhere. But
Yeah. Good answer.
that little sidetrack, you know.
Yeah, for
Everyone
sure.
wins.
Yeah, I think everyone does win. Eric?
I said Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly because, oh my god, they're of course the focal point of the movie, and dear God,
Yeah,
they're,
and
they're just on fire.
Oh, I know, and it's like they go from Step Brothers to this, so they're just on such a heater, like Daniel said.
You mean Talladega Nights?
Oh, what'd I say?
Step Brothers.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're watching
Talladega
Step
Nights.
Brothers.
Oh, that's it. That's the movie. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Talladega Nights doesn't hit nearly as hard as it does.
No, hey, save
their
it for
chemistry.
the podium.
Yeah.
Kevin, what about you?
I have a really, it's
Shake and
different.
bake.
He definitely didn't win the movie, but when on screen, I think Adam Scott won the movie, being the pretentious asshole older brother. There are so many things in there to where that he does subtle that I just laughed my ass off more than I did on some of the like outlandish shit that was being said, but more of the shit this guy was doing. It's like, like he went that route. Like, really, they're going to go that far? It's making that much that obnoxious.
Yeah,
and they just continued feeding off of it, and he was great in this.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
such a dick.
Adam Scott was amazing.
Yeah, like this was like a role like perfect for him.
Let
And
me
it's amazing because he played
backpedal.
the antithesis of this in Parks and Rec.
Right.
He's like super nice guy, nice nerdy guy in Parks and Rec. And he has that much range that he can do like just the biggest douche you've ever met. And also be like this sweet dude who you're like, I want him to end up with Leslie Knope.
I made $550K last year. How much did you make?
It's not about the money. It's a little about the money.
It's all about the money.
I want to backpedal to a minor dislike where he says, I haven't had a carb since 2004.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking a Heineken.
That's true. Liar.
We are mixing.
Nighthawk won the Catalina Wine Mixer. I mean, that's a very tough argument who won the Catalina Wine Mixer itself. Because Adam Scott kind of wins, too.
Yeah, he made his nut.
And
I made this nut. Dear God.
and he finally, like, hugged his brother, sort of. John, who won the movie for you?
Easy choice, Will Ferrell. Just because, I felt like he's sort of the star of the movie. He comes up big at the Catalina Wine Mixer, in my opinion.
It's the Catalina Wine Mixer.
He is the winner of that particular function. He put it all together, mind you, and saved it with his amazing voice.
Yeah, so good. All right.
Oh, fun fact about Will Ferrell.
Oh,
He's
go for it.
Delta, same fraternity as my dad.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Big Ferg.
His voice sounds like a mixture of Fergie and Jesus.
We are really knocking out some lines here.
Fergus.
Oh, sorry.
There's so many lines. I
Yeah.
feel like you can't do that.
Just
Or at
put the
least
whole
you better
script up
have-
on screen.
Yeah, seriously. Well, let's do some blind rankings.
Ooh, okay.
Shit. Okay.
We
Let's
can
do
do
it.
that. Let's see. I need to present. Okay. Let's.
Eric.
Kevin, you want to explain it?
I can
There-
explain it. So,
Yes, thank you.
for our audio listeners and everyone here, this is the blind ranking section of the show. Producer Kelly has come up with a category and given us 6 different items or characters to rank. Our job is to rank them from 1 to 6, 1 being the best, 6 being the worst, and we don't know what the options are. We've got a video that plays along, and
Play along at home.
yeah, play along at home. I need to get my pad of paper ready.
Yes, the
And count
options
to
are given
6.
to us in random order.
And
We have
Remember how to
not
count
seen
to
them.
6 this time, guys.
So Kelly
good.
said, "I hope you enjoy the music today." Oh, she might. Have
Ooh, so
switched
it's
it up.
different.
Ooh.
Okay.
And we have somebody that liked the campaign. Steve, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
was pretty
campaign.
funny too. I kind of forget about
Yeah.
it. Low-key
Oh
funny
yes,
movie.
that's a good
With Zach
one.
Galifianakis.
Yeah, with Zach
right?
Galifianakis. Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't seen that in so long. I feel
Yeah,
like
I
that would
skipped work
be
to
very
see
fun.
that one
Under the
time.
radar.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does.
Thank you, Steve Winter.
Yeah, I agree.
That came out like right around the second Obama election.
Yeah, I skipped work
2012.
to go see it. I think. I remember seeing a matinee for some.
Hell yeah. Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. Okay, what's our category?
Play along at home.
Best pranks from
Oh,
Dale and
nice.
Brennan. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Number 1. I love Crystal Meth shirt.
Oh,
Uh,
there's
I'm
more.
putting that one last because while funny, I don't know how much of a an effect it's actually gonna have.
Yeah.
I put that at number 5.
I
Me
did
too.
6.
I did the same. Meth shirt.
I
Number
love
5.
the piano version of this.
That's perfect.
Okay, Dale's head injury. Let's see.
Put that at 5 because while funny, I mean, people just kind of like, ah.
I feel like this better, so I'm going to put this as.
he's
I'm putting
eating
it
a
at 6.
burrito.
I got it at 4.
I got it 4 as well. Okay, what's next?
Yeah, this
Let's
music
see.
is crack. It's like Chariots of Fire almost. The pace of it.
Next
It's gotta be
is
better.
balls on drum
Oh.
set. Okay, yep.
That's a great prank, as much as I
Oh.
hate it. I'm going to put that as number 1.
Yep, number 1. Number 1, balls on
That's
drum
m-
set.
I got it 2. I got it 2. I'm holding out.
Number 3, okay.
Nice.
I like that Kelly censored the balls on the picture.
I hated it. I hated it, so it's number 1.
John,
Yeah.
I got 2 as
John,
well.
what do you have?
2.
Balls.
Oh, 2, okay. Balls. 2 balls.
Oh, the
Fake
fake,
knockout.
Oh,
Ooh.
he believed him.
I love
I'm burying you.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
I got that at number 1.
Well,
Brandon's
Brandon,
I
calling
don't
it.
know. I really like that one.
I've
I
got
know.
Big KO at number 2.
I've got it at number
KO
3.
1.
I put it at number 2 because there's some good lines on that one.
I love it.
Oh,
It's
his
long.
reaction is so good when he's like, "You're alive."
Oh shit! I
He
put.
tries to bury him.
Let's see.
Welcome
Welcome to the
that's-
neighborhood.
Ooh, yeah.
That one doesn't settle right. I don't.
It's still a funny
Number
prank.
1.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
my
okay
highest
with number
available
3.
spot.
Hey, Derek. Wrecking the dick.
I put it at number 2. I feel like we
I
started
got
we
number
said
3.
Spreckensy Dick like way before
I know
this movie actually came out.
Number 3.
Okay.
I end up going for.
All right, what's
This has
one
got to be in
five?
that.
This is my
little
last.
Oh come on, fuck!
Oh, I should have put his head injury at 6.
Yeah, so his
I have-
that goes at 5.
I have number 6 as death.
Me too. But that one's so good when he's blue. And the best part about the best part about that whole thing is that he like blinks and looks around. He's clearly not dead. And they don't
And then when he
even like,
leaves, he's like, "Eat shit, Dick."
that's the best part about it. Is like,
So,
he's still
it's
alive.
so-
Talk about terrible Derek moments. That scene where he's taking in the black couple and goes like, "This
Oh,
yard
yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, it's so
You can
good.
just say it's nice.
can play on it." And it's
Well,
like,
Yeah.
oh, dude.
thanks,
God.
producer Kelly. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Very relatable
Thank you, Kelly.
to the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. That one ruled.
Dankeschön.
So
I
ended up putting Dale's balls instead of Brendan's balls, but it's all right.
Well,
I have
Matt.
fake KO, balls, head, death, meth.
Yeah.
head death meth.
There's a good
I
band
got my
name.
band name,
Shorthand.
trademark, copyright.
I call it
KO balls.
KO balls hood.
I
Death.
came prepared him, Brett. Use the dry
Death
erase
Head
words.
Meth.
Oh yeah, that's a good name.
Yeah.
Head meth.
All right, that was a good one for sure.
Grateful Dead show. Well, I guess what are they called now? That several of them are dead.
Dead and Company.
Yep.
Have you
Next
been to a
category.
Grateful Dead show,
Oh, there's no way. No way.
John?
No, I wouldn't even make it inside.
You'd be passed out in the
He'd be
parking
dead.
lot.
Yeah,
He out the beauty lot.
yeah. Great
With
show, man.
It was
Two
that or
girls
the
will
best
wake up and
T-shirts they
interview
wear.
him
He
about
got-
Oh,
He waited all night to get front row seats, and he just fell asleep in his truck.
Cool.
Fell asleep, I
Down
passed
to
out.
Balloon and nitrous oxide, and went down through that.
T-shirts would have been good too, but
I
pranks
wasn't
are
really,
good.
yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the wardrobe as much.
Oh, are you kidding? There's so many good shirts. I'm like, I want that shirt. I want that
Yeah.
shirt. A lot of Dale's shirts were my
Julie
favorite.
noted the Yoda shirt like
Yeah, the Yoda one's
immediately,
good.
and she was like, "Yeah, I love that shirt."
Yeah.
That's
The
one
Mountain
from
Dew
the
shirt.
VHS release of Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
It looked
I
like
think it's
an
on
older
the side
Yoda.
of the
think
VHS
so.
tape.
Mhm.
Is that like half in darkness Yoda?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have a few characters on each set with that, half
Yeah.
face thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was sick.
All right, next category. Favorite song moment or score scene?
Matt, you're the
I'll go
host. You don't have
first.
to do that.
I get to go first, Matt.
Well, I will claim the song that was playing in the previous show or slideshow of the blind rankings. It has to be the epic ending of the Catalina Wine Mixer where they play Porti Volare. Volare?
Is that it?
Volare.
Okay.
Yeah, Porti Volare.
I don't know if that is Spanish or Italian.
Italian?
I would say probably Italian.
Italian?
Operas, I think, started
Going with Italian.
Italy.
Someone help us in the comments.
But it's, yeah, Porti
Kelly, help.
Volare. But yeah. Or you could call it the Boats and Hose remix.
Boats
Yeah.
and Hoes.
Boats and O's remix.
Oh my god, when he's just yells that out of nowhere.
And it's always off. The best part is like it's offbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's like a tempo and there's a cadence in the song,
Yeah.
but there's not a beat.
Well,
And
yeah.
so,
No,
like,
no,
for
no,
him
no.
to just interject, like,
So
like a
good.
hip hop, like boats and hoes, is
Yeah.
just fucking hilarious.
It's as ridiculous as it gets. Kevin?
But that is mine. Is actually Boats and Hose from
Okay.
the Bro Gang, produced by Prestige Worldwide.
Prestige worldwide.
Well, they just decided to do a business presentation during Derek's
and the
birthday
party.
celebration.
and those
You
lyrics
on The
are
Apprentice.
amazing.
My
Those
favorite
lyrics
part
are
is
so
the
good.
mom goes like,
That's inappropriate.
"You can't say that."
Yeah, that was when I laughed the most, for sure. When he said something crazy and she's like, "That's offensive."
Something like he comes a leader or something.
Yeah, every time I come, I produce a quart.
That's what it was.
Oh man, that's so good. Daniel, what's yours?
Brennan has a mangina. Brennan has a mangina.
Nice. John?
My first pick was yours and the music, that epic song that Brennan sings.
It's so epic.
Everyone's like, Rob Riggle's crying. He's reduced to tears. Everyone's like having the most
Mating.
powerful, soulful movement.
Yeah.
Adam Scott is seeing him and Brennan.
Flying the kite.
Oh yeah, you're the best big brother ever.
And he just like just smiles.
Oh yeah.
God.
Eric?
It's so fucking good. I was trying to be different, but I mean that's the best one. But I said
Yeah.
the opera music starts as they hit each other in the head when they're
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
in the front yard.
Nice. I also wanted to shout out Vampire Weekend at the beginning.
Yeah, the very
E-Punk.
beginning.
Like, just hit it off. It's such a perfect song to, like, just say go.
Is
And
that
I
even
just
North
like how
American
fast.
Scum?
What?
Is that North American Scum?
The song?
Yeah.
No, it's A-Punk.
Oh, okay. Well, because North American Scum plays when they're like standing.
Oh yeah, it follows up. Yeah, both of those are good.
Yeah.
I like those, and they're both right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. No, those are throwing Vampire Weekend in at the beginning. I thought was a great touch because they were pretty popular at that time.
Oh, they were huge then.
Yeah. So it was like, hey, we're gonna relate to everybody, and then they just went everywhere else. like in our Instagram post, we had the "Something to Talk About" song playing. When I was posting that, I was looking for the song, and I was like, I don't know what it's called. I'm just gonna type in "Something to Talk About," and that's what it was. Of course.
Yeah, the recorded
It's
version.
not. I haven't had time to warm up.
This is not an acoustic environment.
That
Oh
was
my
the
God.
Ferguson Jesus quote, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fergie.
I can't
Fer-
make eye contact.
Fergus.
No.
Ferguson Jesus.
Man, I'm getting excited about casting Friends, but first we got. Does this movie get made now? Daniel, want to take first stab?
It's my signature category. I might as well.
I feel like it is. I feel
Yes,
like we all have.
made. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are box office gold. If they want to make this movie, they can make this. If they want to make a sequel, they can make a sequel. I hope they never do.
They won't.
But yeah,
There's a story behind it, actually.
good.
So they're
'Cause
not
that's,
actually.
That's like the Back to the Future stuff. Like I love that Bob Zemeckis won't let it be remade either. Like,
Yeah.
some stuff just needs to be like, this was
Yeah.
perfect. Let's leave it alone.
Yeah. So the story goes with that. It's actually not that, surprisingly enough. It's because Adam McKay, the director of this movie, was friends with both of them, but he also did Winning Time recently, the show about the Lakers.
Yeah.
And Will Ferrell really, really wanted to be cast as Buss, Jerry Buss, and did not get it. And guess who got it? John C. Reilly. And so Will Ferrell and McKay have a big fallout, and they're not friends, and they say they'll never do something like Step Brothers ever again.
Oh man, that's
So my
that's
answer was going to be no, because I kind of know a backstory saying no. But I do agree, but just to a lesser extent, maybe not as raunchy. Because again, kind of that same argument with the raunchy movies. We just haven't seen a lot that are this relatable or funny. Or any, I mean, when was the last raunchy? Oh, Deadpool, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say Deadpool's like the raunchiest big comedy
that we
they've
have.
made in a while.
Sure.
Or at
Which
least
is funny.
that has like resonated culturally.
Right. Which cracks me up when you go to Disney and the first thing that comes up is Deadpool.
Yeah, right.
That's what I think of when I think of Disney. You know?
Like I'm with you with that on the Met. Like I think they maybe could make something like it, but it would be way more timid.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to be, and that's kind of what Will Ferrell's movies have been since this, right? I mean, maybe The Campaign was probably one of the last ones where it was raunchy. I feel like since then it's not been the same for him. In that sense, I don't know. When was the last movie he made that was at least super funny or out there?
I haven't seen any of his.
Ferrell movie in a while.
Yeah,
That's what
recently.
I'm kind of rhetorical, but I can't really think of anything. I did like the movie where it was the Get Off My Lawn movie. Everything Must Go.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I thought it was funny / I mean, it was kind of sad, but it was
Yeah.
supposed to be funny, like tongue in cheek.
Yeah, it was a,
He
it was a
did
little
Get
drama.
Hard.
I like that other one
dramedy.
he did, Stranger Than Fiction, too.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I like
so
that
did I.
one.
Yep, definitely. Next category, and we've already named about 1 million. Favorite line from the movie. Daniel?
It's a great song. It is. In response to Derek, or the mom telling the dad about Derek winning the talent show, singing, lip syncing Vanilla Ice. Yes, it's a great song. It is.
It is.
And it's just It's
So well
totally
done.
unnecessary. It's throwaway filler, stuff. And for some
Yep.
reason, it just got me this last time.
So the only one, I have a bunch on here, but the only one that was taken so far, at least for me, was "Hey Derek, sprechen Sie Dick."
That's my second one.
Yeah. But I'll go with, "I don't want my picture taken right now."
I don't want my picture taken right now.
I just think of kids, like our kids. Like, I feel like that same scenario would definitely happen where Miles is crying and doesn't and says
Right.
something like
But
that.
they don't do anything about it. They're just like, I don't want to.
I absolutely love it. And Adam Scott's just being a dick and taking my picture.
Oh yeah, Robert smiling.
Yeah, Kelly's right. As soon as they say the Vanilla Ice comment, it just goes to the next scene. Like, it's not even like, it doesn't even let you like simmer or think about it. Just like cut.
It is cut.
Onions and ketchup. Oh, there it is. Russell.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yes, there's so many.
Gosh, what's his name? Seth Rogen interviewing him. After that, he's like, "Okay, now the tuxedos seem kind of fucked up."
He started out by being like, "Yeah, I'm just looking for someone to like hang out for 10 hours a day."
Yeah, it seemed kind of funny.
That line was one of the ones that got me the most, actually. I didn't even write it down, but his reaction to that part, Seth Rogen's reaction, gets me every time. Eric?
I have a few. Let's go with, did we just become best friends? Yup. I quote that a lot.
Which leads into another good song, maybe outside looking in, which is "You Make My Dreams," subtitled
Oh, yeah.
"Come True" by Hall and Oates.
That song
And a
always
nice
slaps in
montage of
movies.
them bonding. It's sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say Holland Oates?
Hall
And Oates.
Oh, I always thought it was one guy.
Oh, really? Daryl Holland, John Oates?
Holland.
Daryl Holland Oates.
That song always slaps when it comes on a movie.
Yep.
Like, I think of like 500 Days of Summer, like right after he like gets with her or whatever, then he goes and dances to it. I mean, song.
Oh
always
yeah, it
slaps.
is a love song about romantic love.
Yeah, well, that's when they become brothers, right? It's perfect. Step brothers. Kevin,
Alright,
you got a
Cal.
line?
I had a few, but I'll do with it's a little longer. But you yelled rape at the top of your lungs. Mom, I honestly thought I was going to be raped for a second. He had the craziest look in his eyes. At one point, he said, "Let's get it on."
I really laughed when the dad and mom at the beginning kiss and they yell, "Get a room, you two."
Bogey's got a hot take.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Rogan could have been in the top 5 for comedy actor runs.
Yeah.
I
The
looked
Dan-
at it, and
Yeah.
he has a lot of parts in really funny movies,
but not main roles.
He's not the main guy. There are a lot of them that he is great in.
Yeah,
But he's like the cop in Superbad.
sure.
Yeah.
He's not like the main guy in Superbad.
Yeah, I would say the only one that Knocked Up for sure.
Knocked Up, Pineapple Express.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
main guy in those two.
Zach and Miri.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dang. I mean, yeah, he has a good run in the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, it's
like
a
right
great
after
run.
this,
I
like-
just don't think it's. I don't think
Yeah,
it's top 5.
It's close.
I was wondering about Bill
On
Murray
Bogey's
too.
top 5. It's
Bill
on
Murray
his
is
list.
like stop and start.
Yeah,
It's
'Cause
like
Ghostbusters
It's like you'll
is-
have like 2, and then it'll be a break, and then it'll be 2 and a break.
yeah,
'Cause I looked at Bill Murray too.
yeah. I was.
He's
thinking
hot,
about,
then he's cold. He's yes, then he's no.
Yeah,
Up, then he's down. He's in, then he's out. He's
Um,
black, then he's white. He's wrong, then he's right.
Yeah.
We fight, we break up. We kiss,
Other
we
quote.
make
Kiss,
up.
we make up. Yeah.
Ooh. Do you really want to stay? Go. Ooh. Do you really want to go? Oh.
So another quote that I had was, "Stop being a dinosaur and get a fucking job."
Don't
I-
say that.
Yeah, I love that. You don't say that.
Don't say that.
I mean, he said some pretty heinous stuff to get him riled up to yell that out in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, this is the end.
This is
That's
the end. Is
another
really
one.
good too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is a funny movie.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
talked about doing that on here before.
I had
Movies
one
on
where
our
his
timeline.
favorite pornographic magazine to masturbate to, and they both on cue go, "Good housekeeping."
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a
Then are we best friends now?
yeah.
Yup. Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Do I have pants on? Maybe I
Matt,
don't.
do you have pants on?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
It's for everyone to find out sometime or keep wondering.
Dad, what are you doing? It's Shark Week.
Yeah. And that same wedding where he goes, "This wedding's bullshit."
Anytime something goes wrong at work, I just storm off and go, "How many times did I tell you I don't want salmon? Wedding is bullshit."
4 times.
God, there's so many good ones.
It's okay. Mine isn't movie quality.
Yeah.
Like the last
the
line
end.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Well,
The
no,
la-
I guess the last line of the movie is the psychiatrist going like, "You know how fucked up this is."
Oh
right?"
yeah.
I don't remember where this one is in the movie, but it's "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I will kick you repeatedly in the balls."
Yes. Yes. It's when they come and confront the bully, I think.
Yeah, don't they
At the
call
end.
him
Oh,
that
yes,
shop?
yes, yes, that's what it was. I wrote it down. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I also love when after Derek gets punched. Well, first I love him going like, "You look like you want to punch me. You both look like you want to punch me. Do
Come
it,
on.
do it." And then he gets punched, and then he's on the ground, and then Brennan's looking down on him and goes, "Hey, Derek, lick my butthole."
Yes.
You know it's good for shoulder pain?
Yeah, that's the line.
Mine is adjacent to Eric's line, which is "Don't lose your dinosaur."
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. That would be your favorite.
Dad, you can't.
I lost it. I became a medical doctor. I said I'd come back to it.
Yeah, what was it? He dropped out of college because he wanted to join the family business. You're a
Yeah.
doctor. Yeah, I tried to explain that to him.
It's all about who you know.
Oh,
I have
wait,
another
well,
one
I'll
from
go for it.
when John C. Reilly was in the bathroom and Derek's wife, I can't remember her name, comes out and she says, Alice comes out
Yeah,
and she's
Alice.
like, "Hi, my name's Jim. Want to suck my dick for money?" She covers his eyes.
It's not a quote, but when he like when she's like saying things to him and his face, just like his reaction was one of the best things in the whole movie.
Oh yeah.
His facial reactions are so good.
Oh, that's a hoot.
All right, well, related to this anyway, sorta, but next category is most rewatchable scene. I mean, again, any of those lines could be attached to it. I said it's either when Brennan and Dale are first meeting, they're sitting at the dinner table that first time and like sizing each other up, kind of, and it's like, "What are you staring at?" or whatever.
Take the picture to last longer.
Yeah.
I remember my first beer. That was so funny. The last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur.
It's a lot of dinosaur references. Big dinosaur movie.
Yeah.
I said it was that or the Catalina Wine Mixer, just because it's so epic and it
It's
sticks out.
fucking Catalina Wine.
Yeah.
So Robert gets hyped as fuck at the Catalina Wine.
I know.
Screaming like, "Dale, crush those drums!" He also maybe he's the winner of the movie because he encourages Dale and Brendan to take
That's what I said.
stage and save the Catalina Wine Mixer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. That's why I thought he was the winner, is because he came to terms with his kid. He
Yeah,
just encourages
yeah, I
him to
guess
be
that's
that.
part of that. Yeah, he's like,
But-
He's like, I hate you being so crushed and normal.
Right. I love that part.
I was actually gonna say one of my favorite things is when when they're portraying them as like normal,
Yeah.
and like he's like, the sensible thing to do is I'm gonna file for unemployment, and I'm just gonna just.
Did
Oh,
you
that's
get a
hilarious.
job at- what was the company?
Fuck.
Corporate structure.
Enterprise.
Yeah, Enterprise Rent a Car. They have a great
Oh.
corporate structure.
And they
They give you the tools to be your own boss.
Thank you.
Oh,
dude.
it's so good. Daniel, what was your most rewatchable scene?
The entire film.
That's fair.
But if I have to get specific, I'm going to say the scenes where they are screwing with Derek to keep him from selling the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pranks.
Amber says the interviews.
Yes, those
Yeah.
are those are
That-
so good too.
That was actually my answer for this.
Oh, nice.
So they
Go for it,
team up
Kevin.
together and they're just like, why? Like this guy.
Shush your mouth, Kevin. Shush.
Oh,
You're
man,
starting
they're
to
so
sound.
mean to that.
You're starting to sound stupid.
Pan or pan?
So rude.
Pan. Yeah, Pan.
Pan?
I think I can. Think I can shed a little light on this Pan Pam situation here.
You just show up in fucking tuxedos and
So good.
2 M's?
John?
MB. That's my favorite part is when they talking about the MB.
I love when they walk into the interviews and some badass hip hop song hits. They walk up and I think it's Dale just pushes someone out of the way. And
And then they
for no reason.
Yeah.
out of somebody else's hand.
Yeah. John, what was your most rewatchable scene?
Just okay. This is like a snippet of a scene, but it's like right before Brandon and his mom show up to move in, and Dale is trying to convince Robert why it's a bad idea for them to move in, but it's when he finally goes so far as to say that, like, what if she catches me coming out of the bathroom? I've just showered. I've got a luscious V of hair from my chest pubes down to my ball throw.
I like,
Shut the fuck up.
and I like,
I've had the old bull, now I can have the young calf. She grabbed me by the wiener, and that's when Robert finally stops him and like shrieks, "Shut the fuck up!" That's the part that really cracks me up, is him just finally shouting after letting him go so long. He just finally stops him with, "Shut the fuck up!"
I like, oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
Bogey, back on it. I thought Amber was talking about the Rogan
I
movie,
did
The
too.
Oh,
Interview.
that's right. That's another movie in that same time frame.
That's
Yeah.
where my mind went too, and that's a good movie.
Which that movie is really funny, but it got overshadowed by the like Fox not putting it out or whatever.
Yeah, got
Oh, yeah.
boycotted or whatever. But
No,
Yeah.
it didn't get released because
It was like,
oh yeah,
Because
so I
North
watched
Korea
it like
was-
as a rental
was
or
threatening
something.
like cyber attacks on
this
Fox.
is so
or whatever.
funny. It's such a hilarious thing. What a weird scenario.
Daniel threatens everyone with cyber attacks.
Elite Hacksaws.
That's
Source.
Leech Axors.
Eric, what did you have a rewatchable scene?
Most rewatchable scene, the Catalina Wine Mixer,
Nice.
when they felt like they were just normal and it was so fucking boring.
Oh my god. And the Billy Joel cover band. We only do late 80s Billy
We only
Joel.
do 80s.
This
Oh.
is-
80s doo-wop Billy Joel.
Piano Man. He flips out on him. That's so good. Yeah, that whole thing.
and it
is so
seems
funny.
like the only people that were enjoying the music were his parents, which I think is hilarious. That it's like, all right, I know they both love this music. No one else will, but they will.
Yeah, that's right. That's probably what he was thinking. Next category. Most likely to be off-screen drunk. He's on screen tonight.
It's not me.
Oh, is it Dave?
Right? He's not here.
Kevin.
It's Dave.
It's Dave.
I'm voting Dave.
Oh man.
That's 2 votes for Dave.
Dave.
Oh, that's 3. That's 3 votes for Dave.
Well, I guess
I was just
majority
doing my
wins.
part to keep the bit alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
no,
it.
I appreciate it, but we all know it's Dave tonight.
I said Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, no, he hasn't had a carb since 2004.
Yeah, have you seen those abs?
Oh, that's fair. Hey, you can get those abs and drink. Come on.
Oh yeah, he's
But I said because he secretly hates life and he's a dick to everyone. And usually those are the ones that are sad and not happy and drink, you know.
See, I think he actually loves life. I think he just
Oh, he
hates
does.
He likes being a dick.
who, like, he's so excited about that 3-iron that he gets. Like,
That's
I think
true.
He's just a
And he's
materialistic,
unaware of his wife like
shallow
jumping on.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And he's like forcing them to sing along, and he like yells at his wife for not being a good singer.
You're so flat. You're so flat. Oh my god.
$1,200 a week in singing
I'm gonna have to
lessons.
save it with this.
$1,200. That's so crazy.
Oh, I think his most cutting comment is, "You don't even look good while you're singing."
Damn, that's harsh.
I love at the end when he's trying to be like all fucking macho and like tell this awesome story of him, and the parents are like, Derek, you're doing it again.
Yeah,
Talk about this.
Dude, I cannot tell you how many times I've wanted to say exactly that to so many people in my life.
Anybody else have any nominees for this one?
I think Alice is because of the reasons you said because of Derek.
Maybe I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm.
She
I'm
she
miscasting that.
hates her life and
That's
willing
fair. Good
to
answer.
leave Derek, who makes $550,000 a year, to be with Dale.
I cleared $500K last year.
He's a free spirit.
I
I'm
mean,
saying Robert, because he literally runs off to the Cheesecake Factory.
well, I love that line. I was gonna say because he's on. Well, I guess he's not on screen for that. But I would have loved to see him just eating cheesecake and drinking.
Getting drunk.
I would have loved that. And I love that quote when she's like, "You smell like Cheesecake Factory and scotch." Such a good line.
I've got Seth Rogen's character because he's gonna need some booze after that fart.
And he was clearly looking for people to hang out with more so than cast real people working.
Oh yeah, I wonder. His job looks like he's some like rec center
like sports.
dude who's probably like chasing kids all day.
Yeah, and smoking pot in the janitor's closet.
Dating
Right.
a high school girlfriend while serving
People, they're people.
Oh wait,
Right.
They're court summons.
yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Oh yeah, wrong movie. All right, this should be fun. Next category: casting our friends. Oh, early hand.
No, let me go first because I only have 2.
Okay.
I only have 2.
Okay.
I said John is John C. Reilly because John, and I said I'm the dad because bald.
Nice.
And I really wish I could have gotten more people, but that's what I got.
Nice.
Okay.
No worries.
Eric,
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel.
you are Dale, and Dave is Brennan because you two are either bickering or misbehaving and being bad and making everyone else go like,
That's pretty hilarious. That's pretty hilarious.
Matt's trying to do his intro. You two are like, "Ee," and the rest of them are like,
So we're running up the stairs.
the intro.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
They're beginning to like each other.
We're either fighting or we're just like doing karate in the garage.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I'm crying. That's.
Uh,
I miss you, Dave.
Robert, I have Kevin because Kevin gets annoyed and just starts drinking. He's just like, these two are annoying
Damn.
crap
That's
out of
pretty
me.
good.
I need a beer.
That's pretty good.
What's the wife's name? I don't remember her name.
The mother of Brennan.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Brennan's
mom.
Nancy.
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 That's it.
Yeah, it is Nancy. For Nancy, I have Matt because he's too soft on Dave and Eric's antics.
The fuck, Matt? It's Shark Week.
No, Matt's not the one. You'd be mad at Kevin.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's true.
that's true. What the fuck, Kevin? Shark Week.
And
I don't
then,
give a fuck, Eric.
And then I would cast myself as Derek, but the more I think about it, I am not Derek.
Yeah, you're not that pretentious.
No.
Well, I can't be pretentious, but I'm not that shallow of material.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the heel aspect, yes. But
Right, that's where I was thinking, but it's
Yeah.
just like it's like he's not the kind of heel I am. My
No.
heel is like general deviousness, not like
I feel like you're more like Rob Riggle's character, the pow guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because
fair.
he comes up to Brennan and he's like, "Good job here, good job, man." And then he's just goes back to like, "I want to fucking
There's
punch you in the
something
face."
about your face, though. I just want to give you one of these. And once again,
I was
you did a great job. You know, everything's going
I always
well.
think of Zakowski.
Just something
for
about
him,
your
too.
face. You
Rob Riggle. Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I always picture Zakowski as that character,
He
as,
actually
as him,
It
the
He
actor.
does fit
that
that.
pal as a catchphrase for a while.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
he did. Kevin, do you have any casting?
I honestly said we could cast each other between John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell from multiple reasons. Just
Yeah.
bickering at each other for different ways and all that because we're just assholes to each other, but we love each other.
Yeah, we're all idiots.
Yep, and we're all idiots. We're
Speak for
12-year-olds at
yourself.
heart.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
want to do
grown
karate
that's
later?
fair.
I don't know what kind of clowns you're trying to implicate me with here.
John, do you have a casting?
Yeah, I have Kelv as Derek because
Please no.
I picture Kevin. First of all, I feel like there's a physical resemblance between the two a little bit,
Oh, the
but when the way he's demanding perfection as they're driving, he's like, "We gotta hit these notes." Like, we're just driving to Grandma and Grandpa's house.
you're so flat, John.
One of the other funny parts about that scene I love is how they almost wreck. Like he sees
Oh
it,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
nail the end of "Sweet Child of Mine."
Yes.
Yeah.
Daniel, I have you as Brennan, and Eric is Dale because I feel like Team Danrick for life.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
For
There you
forever.
go.
Yeah, I feel like you're in touch with your inner child, both of you, me included. Be all about getting in touch with their inner child for this role. Matt, you're Robert. I was running out of castings. You're the head honcho, the head cheese of the family. And I have Dave as Nancy just because, again, I was running out of castings. And lived with Daniel for a while.
No.
I feel like he
John.
could be his mom.
John.
What?
When we cast Dave
Cause
as
hot.
a hot lady, what do we say? We
Because
say
hot. Oh my goodness! I didn't realize I casted him as the hot one.
That's hot.
And of
That's
course
hot.
he's hot.
Perfect.
There you go. It just fell into place.
Mhm.
Nice. Well done. So let's
Press
see.
my face between those breasts. I'm sorry, I'm lost. This never happens to me.
I have Eric as Nancy. He sees the
hot.
best of us, or
Yeah.
the best in us.
Right, of course.
Because hot and bald.
Yeah, and hot. He also so I just feel like he sees the best in all of us, and he doesn't give up on any of us idiots. I have Tommy as
Completely agree
Chris
with
Gardocki because he punted for the Steelers, and because Tommy was originally a Browns fan and went to the Steelers, just like Gardocki. And also, he would make one of us eat white dog shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
the thing is he wouldn't bully us. He'd talk us into it. Somehow
Yeah,
we'd be
that's-
like, Yeah, that is what I need to do.
Yeah, he'd convince us, not force us.
Fine, but he would still be the one getting us.
Oh
to
yeah,
do
you're
that.
right. He would be the cause of us eating dog poop. It just
got
wouldn't
you.
be physical. It'd be all mental manipulation.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Tommy physically for sure.
Got a belly full of white dog poop, and you lay this shit on me?
Thank you.
There's
Thank
another
you. I was
a
hoping
good line.
someone would throw that.
I have John as Brennan because he sings, or when he sings, his voice is like a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
Yes. Fergus.
Fergus and Jesus.
No, it's just Fergus. Because it's Fergie and Jesus. Fergus.
Fergus. John is Fergus.
Yeah.
I have Kevin is Dale because he'd be the first one to go up and play music in front of everyone out of nowhere. And of course he'd be drunk.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously the tie with the drums. And something tells me he would notice a chipped drumstick.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I can't use that.
And he would know that Cops is on at 4.
And then I have Dave as Adam Scott because he's making fun of us idiots. And that leads me to
Yeah.
Daniel, who is Alice, because he's looking to bone any of us. And that's my guess.
Yes, very good.
Wait, that
Very
means
good.
Daniel would be trying to bone me the most, though. That should have been John.
Well, I didn't want to get too logistic on that. I just thought, no, I hear you. I tried to do it. But John is
You'll
like,
have to be
he's the
flexible, Kel.
John's
Yeah.
our singer. All right, 2 categories left. We got our podium roles and our podium role in this one. So first we've got, is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? Jordan's saying, am I calling Tommy out? I mean,
You know, Mr. Tommy's in Japan training right now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Bogey would be the other choice for Chris Gardocki being big
making
bad
someone
bully.
eat shit. Oh, yeah.
We gotta go.
Tommy's
the
gonna
other
come
way.
back knowing the 5-finger death punch.
I was going to say Cole is Chris Gardocki, not 12-year-old Cole. Not now with Dave, his best friend. So we'll save Will Ferrell to the end. So he's the main event. First, we've got John C. Reilly.
Oh, I have yes for everyone in this cast from the top.
I do
To
too.
the bottom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, top of the cast, bottom of the cast, cameos, everything. I have yes. So
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't
I
know if
did
we've
too.
talked about John C. Reilly enough, so I just wanted to mention some other movies that should be on there.
oh yeah,
He-
he's great.
Yeah, he was up for Best Supporting Actor in Chicago,
Yeah, that was
which
my
is a
number 2.
serious role for him, and so that's definitely on there. I said probably Talladega Nights just because it's so well known. It's probably the other one on there, but he's
Yeah.
been in a lot of serious roles, and he's just a great actor in general. But these are the movies that he's known for. So yeah, I mean, this is obviously probably his number 1 too.
I mean,
Walk Tall, he was in that movie, right?
Walking Tall, yeah,
Yeah.
and Dewey was it Walk
Dewey
Walk Hard?
Cox.
Walk hard.
Walk Hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put
Yeah,
Walk
that's
Hard.
what I was thinking of.
I put that above this mainly because it's
Walk Hard?
Yeah, he's a lead.
I know, but
He
that
is
movie
the
kind of
lead.
stunk. Is why I didn't put it on there.
Yeah, that's
He's
it was that was
the
where
lead
I
in
teetering.
this, Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he was the lead
co-lead.
in this.
Yeah. Like he's
But
it's Will
it's
Ferrell.
a shared.
The poster is Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly in a picture together.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
Walk
they're
Hard is
co-lead.
just John C. Reilly. And
I know, but
nobody
that
else.
movie stunk. That movie was taking a
Get
dump,
out of here,
but-
Dewey. You don't want
I
any
believe
part
it
of
has a
this.
higher IMDb rating. If I remember,
Really?
I think it's actually a 7. I think it's a Thor even.
A Thor?
A Thor even.
Too many Harry voters there. I'm telling you. Love you, Harry. If you're listening, I doubt it. And then we have Mary Steinbergen, which we have talked about last year when we did Elf. So I would say this Elf, and we talked about it. Back to the Future 3,
Yeah.
Babe, and all
Claire
of those.
Clay?
Yep, Claire.
And she's also in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
small
it's
area,
another
yeah.
good one.
Who cares about what's eating Gilbert Grape?
Only Johnny. Duh.
Great.
It's a great
contest
movie.
that. It's not the most enjoyable movie.
It's a great movie though.
decent
Talking about
movie.
Back to the Future 3.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
Yeah, it's not a fun movie.
It's on fleas too. And then
should-
last one I wrote down was Adam Scott. And if you look at his IMDb, it's not great from a movie standpoint. It kind of blew me away. I was like kind of trying to think of what other movies did he stand out in. There's like nothing. I
He's
said
a TV
this.
actor mainly.
Yeah, right. We know him from Parks and Rec, Party Down, and
That Apple show. That
Severance.
Severance. Yeah.
whatever.
Great show. And he's
Yeah.
in Big Little Lies on HBO as well. He's mainly a TV actor.
But his reveal in Knocked Up makes him to be like the biggest fucking character in that show,
No, yeah, for
which
sure.
is hilarious. Or that movie, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is a great scene with him in it.
You didn't put Richard Jenkins down at all?
I didn't write him down. I mean, do you have any movies that
I mean, it might be recency because I just recently watched it, but he was in Cabin of the Woods.
Oh, that's right.
is actually
He's the
pretty good.
controller, right?
Yeah, and he's also in Burn After Reading.
Oh boy,
And
it's
then,
been a while since I've seen that.
And then just notable mention, I know it's movie podium, but he does play a very important part of 6 Feet Under. But that's one of my favorite
he's
TV
the
shows
dad
of
in
all
that,
time.
right?
But it's a notable mention because it is one of my top 3 favorite TV shows of all time.
But this is
Right.
movie podium.
I don't give a fuck. But Adam Scott actually made an appearance in that
yeah,
show also.
I know.
So
Oh, yeah,
I thought it
saw
was
that.
I thought it was worth mentioning.
He's a TV actor. Get him out of here. All right, last category.
Get out of here.
Let's
This
talk
is where
about
the
Will
big
Ferrell.
boys play.
Is this on Will Ferrell's podium? Last category. Kevin?
It does make my podium for Will Ferrell. But number 3 has not been brought up at all. And it's A Night at the Roxbury.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
I love that movie. It's old. It's an older one of his first films, and it brought from Saturday Night Live.
Yep.
And then I ended up putting this at number 2. And
Okay.
it's great. I really have not much bad to say about this movie, but you have to put Anchorman as his best role and movie and everything. Like, he's still going out dressed as Ron Burgundy. He's still going out as Ron Burgundy in places as soon as this year, and he still gets a pop for it. But you don't see anything from that from any other role he's ever played. So
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, it is a
purely for that-
pretty stark character.
So those are my 3, 2, and 1.
Nice. Oh, and anybody in the chat who are watching at home, feel free to name your favorite Will Ferrell movies, or maybe ones like the campaign, ones that we didn't talk about or that are kind of under the, because like Kicking and Screaming is another one that's hilarious.
That's the
I
soccer
doubt-
one, right?
Yeah, that I doubt anybody's gonna. Yeah, Mike Dick does
Daddy's
in that.
Home with Mark Wahlberg.
I did not see that one.
Is that the other guys?
That autoplayed
the other
for me
guy's
on
another one.
Amazon.
That's hilarious.
After I watched this movie, like one of the half dozen times I watched it.
Oh,
No podium tonight.
oh, that's a good point. We
Podium.
what's our
There's no
Will
podium.
Ferrell podium? Maybe Daddy's
Oh,
Home.
goodness.
Get Hard.
Daddy's Home too.
Yeah, Get Hard is probably not so good.
No. John, what was your podium?
Yes, this makes my podium, and I think along with it is, for me, I had Talladega Nights and Anchorman.
Nice.
In what
Nice.
order?
John doesn't give orders.
Yeah, that's
Does
not
it
how
take
John
orders?
operates.
Or is
You're
it
lucky I came up with 3 in a group.
Counting, man. Like, counting is like
Tropic Thunder, yeah.
against. It's like order against the chaos.
It's like, I mean, I can't place them because, like, I want them all to win, and none of them will win,
Competition is what's destroying the world.
Eric,
Maybe
what
I'll
about
just-
you?
Toss a little disc, bro.
Yeah. Kelly gives a good shout out to the small part in Wedding Crashers where he's like, "Mom, that
Oh,
meatloaf,"
yes, that is such a good role in that.
because
Oh,
he's
man.
a funeral crasher. Dear God.
He's also great in the Austin Powers series.
Oh, yeah,
Mustafa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
right.
very badly hurt.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
So I said yes, it does. I said it'll be number 3 is Elf. Number 2
Nice,
is Talladega Nights. Number 1, Step Brothers.
nice,
Elf.
Yeah.
nice.
It's so good.
Thank you for mentioning that.
You're welcome.
What, Elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elf is.
That was no one mentioned that yet, and that's kind of
It's on the level of what Kevin said with Anchorman. I mean, Elf is another character that he played that he is the star in that.
It's
feel like
everywhere
that's-
too.
classic.
Yeah.
It's almost a classic movie now.
Yeah.
It goes to my thing.
Yeah.
My theory that if you get a Christmas movie and it becomes a hit,
Yeah,
you become immortal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because,
yeah, you did bring it up.
my sister, her son's going to watch Elf
Yep.
growing up, and then he's going to show Elf to his kid, and it's just going to last forever.
Yeah, it's a generational movie.
Yeah.
I
Or a
would agree.
generational holiday
He
movie.
talked about, all the old greats who were in those old Christmas movies.
Oh, like
For
the
sure.
kind of the newer Grinch with Jim Carrey, I feel like is sort of becoming maybe a classic.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way.
yep,
Arnold
I love that.
Schwarzenegger in Red Heat.
Yes, this makes my podium.
All right.
Thank you, Daniel.
Okay.
Man. Number
Yes,
2 is
man.
Talladega Nights, The Ballad
Yeah.
of Ricky Bobby. And
Nice.
number 1 is Step Brothers.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Oh yeah. And Jordan also mentioned Eastbound and Down. While it is a show, that his role in that is the car
salesman.
dealer.
Flair,
Oh
used
my
car
god,
salesman.
that's so good.
I can feel it. I can feel it in my plums.
That's one of my favorite shows of all time. Like it's so fun to rewatch that.
Yeah.
I need to go back and rewatch that soon. I said yes, this is on there. My number 3 was Anchorman. My number 2 was Old School. No one's mentioned Frank the
Yeah.
Tank, one of my favorite all-time characters. I feel like John is Frank the Tank whenever I do see that movie. That is
Well,
You're
John.
a boy blue.
Freaking college too. Like that's like his character. Like he used
I know.
to do that in college.
I
He's
think
a
of
super
it-
senior, right?
Yeah, that's John. And my number 1 is this. It's just him and John C. Reilly together, just on a different level. They're just humming. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Elf.
It's like Pippen and Jordan in
Yeah.
the 90s.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought you were
going
gonna say Pippin and Mary.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
I really
man.
thought you were gonna say Pippin and Mary.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you're gonna take
Elf
2
is so
hobbits,
good, too.
you take Sam and you take Frodo.
Well, I know that.
Ones.
I understand that, but you've been talking a lot about Lord of the Rings recently, and so I thought you were going down that way.
That's so funny. Yeah, Elf like was number 4 for like I didn't want to leave out Anchorman. My personal favorite's Old School, and this was probably the funniest blend of them. So it's kind of hard to pick. He's got so many good ones.
Yeah,
And
I'd say
Stranger Than
Anchorman's probably
Fiction.
my 4. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and Anchorman, I know. And yeah, Stranger Than Fiction's a really good one that we talk about. That's kind of like the what is it for Jim Carrey? The one that
Truman
Dan.
Show.
Yeah, Truman
Truman
Show. Like
Show,
it's kind
yeah.
of like that. And the one where Get Off My Lawn movie. That one's
Everything Must
another-
Go.
Everything Must Go. That one's so good.
I might be the only Night at the Roxbury guy.
Yes, you are.
I think you are.
I mean,
yeah, you are.
yeah,
It's funny, but
It
it's
is
like,
funny.
It's
You're
just
the only one in the world, Kevin.
I think he's
I'm
it's
the
just
only
before
one.
he got marinated and like
Yeah.
found his
All
stride. I
you need
guess.
is some Italian.
Those characters aren't nearly as. They are very one note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since we've seen it, so I can't
The
say
brothers,
either,
too.
either way.
Mhm. It's been a while.
Oh yes, exactly.
Quick garlic.
It's a fucking.
Every time.
It's a fucking dart. You just got a fucking dart.
Yeah, I love that.
That's seriously. It was Sean William Scott. It's a fucking
You just
dart.
got shot with a fucking dart,
It's
man.
a fucking. So many
I
good
used to send that gif a lot where he just goes, "Yes."
Yeah, that's right. Oh man. Well, thanks everybody for joining the chat and getting on here. Happy
thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you.
We're stoked
Happy
to get
Thanksgiving.
eat some food, hang out with friends and family, and
I'm excited to eat
booze
so
a
much
little.
tomorrow that I feel
Oh,
very
yeah.
uncomfortable. It happens every year.
Nice. Oh, I mean, it rightfully so. And by the weekend, it's pizza time.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thanks everybody for hopping on, and I'm not sure what we're doing next week.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, maybe another vote. It's
Yeah.
been fun.
Thank
Let
you.
decide. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.